I have pleasure in introducing to you S. Anand, who is an award-winning publisher in India and who will be chairing this session now. Anand has recently made a film as well on people associated closely with Dr. Ambedkar, and tomorrow he's going to speak about Ambedkar and his life. I'm sure that will be of certain interest to anyone associated with the movement. Anand?
Thank you. As you can see, this is a panel of short people.
What do you mean? Short or less
Small
people?
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. Thank you, Babu, for having me over for this session, as well as to impose on me the responsibility of speaking on the legacy of Dr. Ambedkar. I agreed to it, and then I was a bit intimidated by the challenge of speaking about the legacy of Dr. Ambedkar, which I'll do tomorrow. For now, I have with me Swati Kamble from Bombay, and her trajectory reminds me of the kind of line that Dr. Ambedkar himself took. He grows up in India, studies, and then he institutionalizes his program, a kind of ensures that there are more Dalits other than him who go and benefit by studying abroad. And the government of India hasn't done much about it, but Dalits have been managing to get out of India and study abroad, which is a really empowering kind of a thing, because even if there is so-called racism and racial discrimination in other societies, someone like Gandhi, first thing he goes is all the way to South Africa and then gets knocked off a train. Then he realizes what is discrimination. Ambedkar didn't have to go that far to feel what it meant to be discriminated. Back in the village, every day from the school he attended, he knew what was discrimination. You don't have to make such a long journey to find out. And when you do make such a long journey, there are other perspectives that open up to you. I mean, for Ambedkar, it was enlightenment values. It was meeting John Dewey. It was a whole world opened up. He met blacks who were studying in Columbia. He lived very close to where the blacks were living, interacted with them, learned from them. It kind of opened up a world. He didn't go there and crib, oh God, these people are racist. He tried to learn. I mean, there was racism. He must have put up with it. It's not as if American society was, or even today is, not racist. But these moves, which also, why I'm mentioning this is Swati Kamble has studied in India. I didn't get your college exactly here in your note, but she did go on to do an MA in Development Studies in the Hague Institute of Social Studies. And then she's currently doing a second year in MA Public Policy in Central European University in Hungary. And her MA thesis was on violence against Dalit women participating in Panchayat Raj institutions. And I came to know she is working also with Jayashree Mangubai from Madurai. And the institute there, it's a kind of a Jesuit interest that they have in this whole issue. And they have documented violence against women in local bodies. In Panchayati Raj is basically local body elections which happen there. And because of the Panchayati Raj Act, there's a mandatory reservation for Dalits and also for Dalit women, and it goes by rotation. Every 10 years, the constituencies which are declared reserved for Dalits as Panchayat presidents gets de-reserved, and new constituencies get notified. And this leads to a lot of violence, as we have seen, as I've seen personally in Tamil Nadu, where if a Dalit is elected Panchayat president, they would refuse. I mean, this was at a time in 1999 when K.R. Narayanan was the president of India. In Tamil, they said you can, it literally meant you can be the head of the state, but you can't raise your head in this village. And in Melavalavu in 1999, Murugesan, a Dalit Panchayat president, was beheaded, saying you can't have a head if you become a Panchayat president. And his 6 friends were beheaded in 1999. And Panchayats are, where real local village level power and power dynamics and scores are settled. So the caste Hindus completely resent the idea that a Dalit and sometimes a Dalit woman has to assert herself there.